Swings through that one.
0-1.
0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Comebacker to the mound. And they get Bregman for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. Swings and misses. 0-1. And there's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. We go to the bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Adley Rutschman. The pitch. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
No
and
ball,
it's
2 strikes.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. Anthony Santander at the plate. Bunts it in the air. Brown hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And strike 2. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Some high tees for strike 3. Tries to get back and save. So first and second with 2 outs. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was straight queso right there.
The pitch. And that skips into dirt.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Cut off. Now a throw home. In there safely.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding a hole in the defense.
And the right-hander deals. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
2-2. Got him. Huge strikeout there. And welcome back. Here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. The wind of the pitch. Chris, Alvarez has turned into one of the best young hitters, maybe one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He's got some of the most raw power in the entire game. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022 in a slugging percentage of .613 and OPS over 1,000.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him swinging. 1 away. Chas McCormick now at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. Gibson, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. And ball 1.
No, that's down. Ball.
Lifted in the air down the left side. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Austin Hayes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That misses the zone.
That's a ball.
And now 2-0. Hayes on at first, nobody out. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And now 2-2.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Left-hand hitter waits. That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove. 1 down. Throw is cut off. Goes to first. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Here's a speed threat. Jordan Westburg. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him swinging. New inning getting started. Jose Abreu up to hit. The right-hander back to work. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Pretty unique upbringing for Jeremy Pena, at least in terms of a kid who was born in the Dominican Republic, but then he moved to Rhode Island, not exactly a baseball hotbed, and he played his college ball at Maine. He was a University of Maine Black Bear, and then went on to be a third-round pick for the Astros in 2018. Got him. 2 down. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Foul ball. Diaz measures 6 feet even, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Now he steps out as time is granted. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely, it's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Tucker hauls it in, and there's one away. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
Urias in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss,
1-1.
and he got him to chase. Swings here and blasts one left field. Brantley raging back towards the wall. Racing back some more. Onto the warning track. And he hauls it in.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. As we go to the top of the fourth, Jose Altuve up to hit here. The right-hander back to work. On the ground, Frazier. The throw to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
This guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base, and the power has come at the major league level. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And the count 1-1.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
Swing and a ball popped up, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground, might be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alvarez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
2 outs. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Into the bleachers and gone. He sends it out of here. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
1 ball, 1
that's
strike.
what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
The next offering misses. 2-2. Good eye right there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. Welcome back. And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Brown back to work. McCormick has it sized up. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's 1 away. And now, Ryan O'Hearn. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. They say you win.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. 1 down, base is empty. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Now here's Aaron Hicks. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. Swings and misses.
0-2.
0-2 now. Caught him looking for the K. Back here at the ballpark, now Michael Brantley steps in. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play. and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
One up, one down. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And now the first baseman, Jose Abreu. And he swings and misses.